Horse Soldiers is really about the drama of just a handful of American soldiers who go into Afghanistan and do what the British couldn't do in the 19th century and what the Soviets failed at in the 20th century, which was to topple a ruling class and collapse it completely. And they did this by being guerrilla fighters and fighting in much the way that we would think about our own American Revolution, in the way that we fought against the British. You want to imagine thousands of these horses pounding across the Afghan plain, charging at the Taliban line, firing over the heads of the horses. The Taliban now open fire back. These guys are being yanked out of the saddle. They fall to the ground. Another horseman comes by and sweeps him up on the back of the horse, and they keep charging, and soon the Taliban line breaks, much like in the Civil War. I wanted Horse Soldiers to be a big book with a big sweep, and at some point I wanted you to forget that you were reading about war, but you're really reading about guys trying to survive a harrowing situation. So challenge one was just leaving home with the idea that you may not come back. Challenge two is they were told very little about their mission. They were told that they had to attack the Taliban and Al-Qaeda camps that sponsored 9/11, and what they weren't told was you'd probably have to ride a horse to do this. They don't look like your average, everyday, regular Army soldier. They often speak several languages. They often know so much about the economy, the social mores, and the cultural habits of wherever it is they're going. They're really part diplomat, full-time soldier, part anthropologist, and they're trained to really blend into a community and make things happen from its middle. And if they have to, they're able to apply real force to that situation, but they get a real kick out of actually just trying to make things happen, almost like a Jedi Knight, without really even having to put a finger to a trigger. So what is this book about? It's about fighting for that young person like Nadir in the book, who's standing on the street corner in the dust and the heat, trying just to survive another day without gunfire, without being harassed by these Taliban policemen. We learned that really small, wise, discreet teams of people that are trained and aware and sensitive to what the locals want and listen to that and don't give up and are adaptable, that when they are used, they can actually have the force of a huge army.